Good morning, families. Happy Wednesday. We are here with our weekly Wednesday tip that is focusing on addition strategies. We began our addition unit last week, and really we're just spending the time focusing and mastering various strategies that then students can choose which one works best for them and apply them in both addition and subtraction when we get to that. So you want to go first, Ms. Flowers? Go ahead.
We have all sorts of strategies. One of the first ones we introduced was drawing a picture. And when we draw a picture of an addition sentence, first we always write our addition sentence. So say our addition sentence is 2 plus 3. We will write the addends and we'll leave space for the sum, and then we can draw our picture. We teach them to use simple shapes. We don't want them to take the time to draw super detailed pictures. We often encourage just a circle and then filled in circles to show the difference. We also encourage them to make it look like it's a 10 frame. So for 2 plus 3, there's 5. But if it was a larger number, say it was 4 plus 4, they would draw 4 and then start the next 4 to make it look like a 10 frame and pretend that that 10 frame was still there.
And speaking of 10 frames, 10 frame is another strategy that we have taught, and we use different counters to do the same thing. And a lot of times students are now able to recognize creating 10 frames without it being there. We call it the 10 frame thinking. It helps math thinkers stay organized. And something that we use on 10 frames are little counters. No, you're fine. These are cute little snowman counters. The Target dollar spot always has various little erasers that are related to the holiday. So that's something fun that they might use to help them.
Another strategy we use is something called counting on. So what we will do is we will knock our head. So if the equation is 5 plus 3, we will first circle the bigger number because it's easier to count on from the larger number. And then we will knock with our one hand, we'll say 5, and we will count on with our other hand the other addend. 6, 7, 8. And that will help them know that that's 8.
And we also write the equations where the bigger number is maybe not the first addend. And the same thing, you can circle the bigger number and count on. And we are starting to have students recognize that if you see 4 plus 6, it's also the same as 6 plus 4. We flip-flop the addends, and they're really starting to recognize that and be excited by that.
The other strategy we talked about this week is number lines. We started looking at number lines and understanding that if we start at 4 and we wanted to count on, which is, it all kind of goes together, we count on 3, we would hop 1, hop 2, hop 3.
And you can do a little eraser or a counter and hop, whatever it is.
And this is just a Ziploc baggie, and you can even use the little slidey to hop the slidey.
And our last tool is something that we have with us all the time, and it is our fingers. And in kindergarten, it is appropriate to use fingers to help you add. As they get older and become more comfortable and fluent, we don't want to use fingers. But when we're 5, it is okay to use fingers. So we do encourage that. That is a strategy that we teach. So hopefully you can implement some of these strategies at home and practice them.
And for some kiddos, I've noticed that when they just count with fingers and they look at their fingers and they kind of go like this, it makes it a little more difficult. So I do encourage my kiddos to touch each finger to their nose as they count, so they have that one-to-one correspondence. It really helps them make sure they get all those fingers, because sometimes they miscount.
And we also are really working toward quickly on your fingers, show me what 8 looks like. And we want them to be able to do this or this and being able to quickly not have to count. But that's something that we will continue working on as the year goes on. So we hope you found this helpful, and we'll see you on Friday.